Can people recover from a domestic violence charge? A domestic violence charge in Michigan can feel overwhelming, but it does not always have to define the rest of your life. Yes, some people can recover from a domestic violence charge through deferred sentencing, possible dismissal, counseling, and in some cases expungement under Michigan law. Michigan law defines domestic assault as an assault or assault and battery against a spouse, former spouse, someone with a child in common, a current or former household member, or a person in a dating relationship. A visible injury is not required for the charge to apply. Michigan also recognizes aggravated domestic assault when the alleged victim suffers a serious or aggravated injury requiring immediate medical treatment. Many domestic violence accusations arise from heated arguments, misunderstandings, or moments of poor judgment, and an arrest can happen based on probable cause alone. The penalties increase sharply depending on whether the charge is a first, second, or third offense. A first domestic assault conviction is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, a fine of up to $500, or both. A second domestic assault conviction is still a misdemeanor, but it can bring up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. A third or subsequent domestic assault conviction becomes a felony with up to 5 years in prison and a fine of up to $5,000. For some first-time defendants, deferred sentencing under MCL 769.4 offers a path to avoid a permanent conviction. To qualify, the defendant must not have a prior assault of crime conviction, must plead guilty, and must obtain consent from both the prosecutor and the court. If the court grants the deferral, it withholds a judgment of guilt and places the person on probation, often for 12 to 24 months. Probation commonly includes counseling, no contact orders, and regular reporting requirements. If probation is completed successfully, the court may dismiss the proceedings without entering a judgment of guilt. If probation is violated, the deferral can be revoked and the court may enter a conviction and proceed to sentencing. A domestic violence conviction can affect far more than a court case. Employment opportunities may shrink because many employers run background checks, and some professions involving childcare, healthcare, law enforcement, or firearms may become unavailable. Child custody decisions may also be affected, especially if the case involved a child. Housing problems can follow when landlords deny applications or when a person is required to leave a shared home. A conviction can also limit firearm rights under both federal and Michigan law. Michigan's clean slate law expanded expungement opportunities, and some first-offense misdemeanor domestic violence convictions may be eligible to be set aside by application after the required waiting period. Eligibility depends on the person's full record, because not every domestic violence conviction can be expunged. Taking action early matters, and a criminal defense lawyer can help explain the charges, evaluate deferred sentencing, and protect your rights in court. An attorney who regularly handles these cases can also guide you through court orders, probation conditions, and possible expungement options. Voluntary counseling and strict compliance with court rules can improve the outcome and show the court you are taking the matter seriously. Whether you need a lawyer or an attorney to fight for a dismissal, Michigan Defense Law is a law firm that helps people move forward, and this law firm can be reached through Paul J. Tafelski, Michigan Defense Law, at 248-451-2200, 2525 South Telegraph Road, Suite 100, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, 48302, United States.